Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we have an all new Project Pan update. So before we get into it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get into it. For this check-in, I want to go through all the products that I've had in from the beginning, and I also want to add in a few more products. Let's just hop into the update before we talk about the new products. The first product I wanted to mention is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. And this one, I'll be honest, I didn't use one time this month. I meant to, but I didn't. This was a bit of a weird month in that I was traveling at one point, and for that reason, the products that I took with me got the most use, and unfortunately, I did not take this. I brought my NARS foundation. So I'm going to leave this one in the project and hopefully get more use out of it and get it closer to being used up, but unfortunately I do not have any progress to report this month. The next product I want to talk about is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. This one I have been working on from the very beginning. I do feel like there is a more noticeable dip in this one. Again, I don't think I used this one as much as I could have this month. However, I do see a dip in this product, and I feel like I can definitely hit pan on this one. I just have to focus on it a little bit better. I do still think I could hit pan maybe by September, hopefully before then, but I'm not even trying to use this one up. I just want to see pan in it at this point. So I am going to keep this in. Unfortunately, not much progress, but I am enjoying reaching for this one, so I will leave it in the project as well. Next is my MAC lipstick in the shade Modesty. So this is still one of my all-time favorite lipstick shades. I love this one. So the tally isn't showing much, but I know that I reached for it. I'll just have to reach for it a little bit more, but this is another one that I'm happy to keep in the project because I love reaching for this lipstick. It's, again, my favorite shade, so it's very easy to work with and use. So I am going to leave this in, and I'm still confident I can use this up this year. I know lipsticks typically tend to take longer to use up, but I think I underestimated how long this actually takes. I definitely think I can finish this year. The only thing that's disappointing is they no longer have their Back to MAC program, which is a little sad, but I'm still going to use this up and love it. And it will be a repurchase. It's just that this one is getting a little old. Next is my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Lip Crayon in the shade Natasha. I made a little bit of progress on this one. This is another one I'm confident I'll be able to get through this year. I love reaching for this one. This one is a really, really nice lip contour shade for me. It's just so easy to work with. It's so flattering. It's creamy, but it is really budge proof. So I really, really love this formula. I'm enjoying working through this one. I'm still going to leave this one in as well. It pairs very, very well with my MAC lipstick. So these are a perfect combo. I just need to keep working on them. And I also feel like I see steady progress on this one as opposed to some of my others. Some of my others I feel like are very, very slow, if there's any at all. But this one I feel like I consistently see progress every single month. So this one is just kind of fun to have in the project, if anything. Next is my Dior Powder No Powder. So this one, I do see some progress on it this month. I've really been working out of the center. I kind of started really trying to work on more of the perimeter as well, and I'm definitely seeing more progress there as well. So this is definitely looking a little bit more worn in and used, and that makes me happy. I consistently reach for this. This is the one that traveled with me. So I know I made a lot of progress on this one. It might not be the most visible, but I know I made a ton of progress on it, and I'm really happy with it. I don't mind keeping this one in the project. Next up is my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I am really, really happy with the progress I've been making with this one. It's another one that traveled with me. I don't have much more of this at all. I think I can probably finish this one by the end of, I think it would be ambitious to say end of June, definitely by end of July, but I think it's a possibility I could have it done by the end of June. I use it every single time I do my makeup. It just really gets more dependent on how often I wear makeup throughout the month, but I really do think I could have this done by the end of July for sure. And a really exciting empty, I think I have to call it on my One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. So this one, you can probably see I have been scraping the sides on this one. So I think it's fair to call this one done. I tried to get the stopper out and I can't, but even if I could, I mean, I've scraped the sides pretty bare. So I'm happy to call this one an empty. It feels pretty good to use up another concealer. I also just really, really love this one. This is one I'll definitely repurchase in the future. I do want to get through some of the ones I have and that I'm working on right now, but it does feel really, really good to use up another concealer. Okay, so for the products I'm adding in, I actually am going to give myself a bit of a break from working on concealers, but I do have 4 products I'd like to add into the project. So the first of which is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have a mini of this and I recently purchased the e.l.f. Halo Glow, so I really don't need both of them in my collection. I have really, really enjoyed this one, but it is a mini. It is getting down there. I am definitely scraping the sides of this as well. So I think this is a product that I can really just put in the project in order to keep me motivated because I know I can finish it up. I do tend to use this as an all-over primer, so that will help me use this up as well. I also decided to add in another foundation. I feel like focusing on one foundation really limits the amount of products that I'm using in my collection. I know sometimes I'll get on my NARS and I won't use anything else because it is genuinely my favorite. Sometimes I'm testing new foundations and sometimes I'm just using up some of the ones I love the most, but I decided to dig out my ABH Luminous Foundation. This is an older formula. This one I don't think I'm necessarily trying to use up, but I really do want to get a lot more use out of it than I have. I've had this for a while and I just really want to see more use out of this. I recall really, really liking this foundation, so I want to add it in. So maybe if I'm not feeling the essence, maybe I'll go for this one. Hopefully that works out. I also have a mini of the One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. This is just a little sample size, but they actually pack a lot into these. I actually really, really like this primer as well. I'm hoping to add this in. It might be a little bit too soon, but if I finish the Tarte this month, then I'll have this to start working on. So this is another one that's just going to kind of keep me motivated because I know I can get through it. But this is a really nice primer and I enjoy using it, so I wanted to throw this in as well. The last product I wanted to introduce is the Tower 28 Beach Please Cream Blush in the shade Magic Hour. So this is one that I've got a fair bit of use out of, and I don't necessarily know that I'm trying to use it up. I think I just want to try to get a lot more use out of it. I do tend to reach for my powder products above anything else, so I thought it might be fun to maybe have this in here, do some layering with it, put powders over top, but really just try to get more use out of it. I do think this one is getting a little bit older for a cream product, so I do kind of want to get it used up. So I thought I would throw this in as well. And that is it. So we've definitely got some more products in here that I'm trying to work through, but I'm really excited to have more products in the project and have more products to update you on each month. And I'm really, really hoping to actually hit pan on something this month or finish something up. I'm just anxious to see more progress. And again, I'm very excited to have a concealer empty. That is always incredibly exciting. But that is it for me today. Thank you so very much for watching. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload at least 3 new videos every single week. Thank you again so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!